Dwayne here, Typewriter.com. Going to look at the Selectric. This is a Selectric 3, but we're going to look at the dual pitch assembly on either Selectric 2 or Selectric 3. That is, up here this lever is 10-12 pitch. That changes the rack in both the margin rack here and the escapement rack for 10 spaces per inch or 12 spaces per inch. That's the only feature Selectric 2s and 3s have for changing the pitch. This one is jammed up. Here's what happens. It stays in one pitch way too long and the oil gets stuck and it won't move properly. So it moves a little bit, this lever, but it should move a lot further, and the symptoms are you can't move the lever, you can't switch the pitch. But it does two things. It causes this margin release to jam up because it's not free. It's moving this stuff over here when it should just be moving it down. And also when you move this lever, it's moving the margins like that, and they're just stuck. So I've already soaked this rack here. If you turn this around, you can see in here. You can see the rack in here. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. So there's little teeth in here, and inside of this piece here is a movable part that moves, and it's got the different racks in there. So see those teeth? This should, when I switch this lever, it should switch. There it finally goes. I've been letting that soak long enough where now it switches. See that right there? So what I did was, before I turned the camera on, I soaked this with chemical like that. Got them down in there. I did the whole rack like that. I did the whole rack. And especially like over in this portion over here. Way over here on the side. It gets really bad right here on the edge. Now it's turning. So do that, and then spray it out with some air. Turn this around so we get to want to do this side a little bit here. So let's soak this one a little bit right here. Just switch that lever around and spray that out with some air. But that's one area we got to look at. Also need to can't see it on camera, but it's got to be, this whole shaft should be also flushed out here. And but also this portion back here where it goes back into the rack that's back in this section, that also turns back there, right there. See that? So that's got to be, that should be flushed out too a little bit. And the pivot right here, it's a collar right in there. I'm gonna hit that with some degreaser and flush it out. That should do it. Otherwise, the rest of the mechanism is pretty straightforward. This stuff usually doesn't come up. See, it's pretty loose here. It's just in those shafts, and especially this shaft area right here is the culprit. So get that all working properly, and I'm going to hit it with my stuff I like. This control cleaner that I use. I'm going to spray this a little bit. I'm going to get some down along this rack. Also going to hit the spot back here. Just takes a little bit, and then the rest of this rack. I can hit this real quick with all this. Just like that. Switch to pitch. And last thing, and I probably would use air compressor, but it's too noisy. I'm going to use a can of air and blow the excess off. Okay, that's all fixed. Back in business. Of course, Selectric 3 has the lighted scale, so it's got some light bulbs there. But that should now switch without moving the margin arms, and margin release is going to work much smoother. It wouldn't even push that down far enough to use the margin release. Now that's all freed up. That's what you do with the dual pitch assembly. And it's just a matter of flushing out the old oil and re-lubing it lightly to fix that. Alright, Phoenix Typewriter. Good day.